Side. News at 10.
In Nogales, the border city's economy almost exclusively depends on the flow of free trade that comes across the Mexico border. However, the Mariposa port of entry also remains a constant route for Mexican cartels to smuggle narcotics, money, and guns in and out of the United States. 9 on Your Side recently got a rare look behind the scenes to show you how the Department of Homeland Security is answering the call to balance economic growth with tightened security. Steve Nunez has more in this 9 on Your Side Border Watch.
On any given day,
99% of the travelers that make entry into the U.S. are legitimate.
5,000 vehicles and 1,300 big rigs cross into the U.S. from Mexico. The Mariposa port of entry is one of the busiest land ports in the country. Last year alone, $17 billion in fresh produce came through the Nogales border. Yet Arizona's free flow of trade is constantly being tested and threatened.
We're trying to find the needle in the haystack, for that 1% that are trying to do illicit activity.
The Nogales port of entry is also the main battleground for Mexican cartels to funnel their drugs across. According to the Department of Justice, 90% of all drugs, including marijuana, cocaine, heroin, and meth, are hidden in the most unlikeliest places among cargo and travelers.
In the tractor trailer, in the tires, in the tanks, in just about any place you can think of, we've found it.
Eloy Cortez, assistant port director, says this game of cat and mouse is played every minute of every single day. And make no mistake about it, cartels are highly sophisticated.
It's difficult. It's you're looking, in many cases, you're looking for an agricultural product within an agricultural product. That being marijuana in a load of tomatoes.
Still, during 9 on Your Side's behind-the-scenes tour, it's quite obvious U.S. Customs and Border Protection agents can't physically inspect every single big rig.
Despite all this security, how much do you really think gets by and gets past the officers?
I'd like to say very little. Obviously, I would be lying if I said absolutely nothing. We do the best we can, as I said.
So to balance trade with security, the Department of Homeland Security's expansion and modernization project, currently underway, promises to better secure the border by doubling the number of truck lanes, passenger lanes, and larger inspection facilities to allow agents to conduct multiple layers of inspections. Additional technology tools such as radiation, license plate, and passport readers will also allow agents to investigate patterns of frequency and time of crossings. CBP spokesperson Edith Serrano says the additional safeguards are also designed to protect the U.S. from potential terrorists.
There's been concern over the years that terrorists would try to come in from Mexico into the United States. Should residents be concerned about that?
Is the possibility there? Possibly. However, again, like I said, our officers are highly trained.
Has there been an incident where a potential terrorist has tried to sneak in through this port of entry?
Not to my knowledge.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what's the chances if someone tried to come in that you'd catch them?
The chances of us catching them are very good.
Still, Jaime Chamberlain, who owns one of the larger produce businesses in Nogales, says it's important to double the number of agents to man the additional lanes to also protect economic security.
The fact that we can cross our products quicker and faster and more efficient makes us more competitive to other states that are also importing products from Mexico.
The new port of entry will also include inspections for those crossing into Mexico. That's because anytime drugs are flowing north, money and guns are also flowing south. Steve Nunez, KGUN-9 on your side.
Just weeks ago, 2 Southern Arizona businessmen attended a meeting at the White House looking at how to expand our local economies. One of the things that was looked at is expanding our ports of entry to allow even more trade.